So here we are introducing a gentleman who has achieved great heights in the United States of America in customer service. He has created a company that does what he wants to do in the States, and I have a lot of regard for him.
At the heart of the program was the lead facilitator, Chief Bassey Okon, whose presentation focused on changing the mindset of government employees towards delivering exceptional customer service. Drawing from years of professional experience, he reminded participants that every interaction with citizens is an opportunity to reflect the values of government. He stressed that true excellence in service delivery begins with attitude, a commitment to professionalism, empathy, and accountability.
You have a job because government offers services. People make inquiries. People come to seek approval. People come to you for one thing or the other to access programs and services offered by government. It is your responsibility to treat everybody equally with respect and not mistake. And this is the essence of exceptional customer service. My intention in putting this free program sponsored by me and my company is the theme, as you can see, is changing the mindset of ease of government towards delivering exceptional customer service. And I'm going to touch on that. If by the end of this seminar you would go with one thing, remember your work affects real humans. Therefore, you ought to be empathetic. Then you ought to treat everybody the way you would love to be treated. You ought to have human sympathy towards each one. In Akwa State, our executive governor, Pastor Okon, has visualized his programs and captured it in the summarizing it as the Arise agenda. An excellent customer service training covers essential behaviors, service strategies, and service systems that together ensure an exceptional customer experience. There are two types of customers: the internal customers and the external customers. Whereas the internal customers are civil servants of all cadres from level 1 to level 17. The external customers include citizens, contractors, regulators, and oversight boards. The aim of this training is to transform Akwa civil service as a pace setter in delivering excellent customer service to the citizens who patronize government programs and services. As His Excellency Governor Okon stated in his expectations, quote, surpassing superior performance through, quote, and unquote, a new approach to doing things. This training on excellent customer service delivery is aimed at translating his expectations and his vision into daily practical application. Outstanding customer service training establishes a culture of continuous improvement. It's not a one-day off thing. It is an innovative approach to doing things in Akwa State to inculcate a culture of delivering unexpected, consistent, and excellent customer service to all, thereby treating every customer with respect in a manner the civil or public servant would love to be served. This training is focused on customer-centric strategy. The training is focused on customer-centric strategy. I will define what customer-centric strategy is. It is a new way of serving with pride, providing positive customer experience. Customer-centric approach means consideration for the customer, the citizens who are approaching for services, as the focal point with all government policies, programs, and services are geared towards. Customer-centric strategy constantly reminds you, the civil servant, that you are hired by the government to serve the public with respect, not disdain. This customer-focused strategy is a new change in basic assumptions to using core competencies in converting government expectations of surpassing superior performance, the Civil Service Commission's mission, vision, and values aggregated by the new head of civil service drive for efficiency and successful goals accomplishment. The litany of disregard, insolence, and the lack of fair treatment of the citizenry by some bureaucrats who consider that position of trust as a right, not a privilege, to serve the public necessitated the governor's call for a new way of doing things. Thus, exceptional customer service training is aimed at inculcating a positive transformation in attitudinal change. It begins with greater emphasis on changing the attitude of the workforce in adapting and adapting to a pleasant environment that supports investment and attracts tourists. Innovative customer service training combines theories and civil practice to elevate and transcend effective and efficient service delivery, capable of influencing, motivating, and sustaining high performance within Akwa civil service for a competitive age in the global marketplace. Exceptional customer service training will galvanize experience of tested principles to sharpen crucial competence in converting mission, vision, and values into successful accomplishment of goals. We are going to make Akwa civil service to be rebranded as a shining example of a dynamic customer-focused culture and the best place to work. If you are here to what I am going to impart on you, the dynamic client-driven culture in a civil service is key to understanding service rendered to our citizens, a new way of making people feel connected and care about the well-being of one another. When we care about each other, then we can rise up and help. Rise up. That is a slogan for readiness, willingness, and eagerness to rise to occasion. So, our client-driven culture slogan is rise up and help. Dakada Nyamo, rise up and help. As a company employee, you are expected to align your attitude to the new concept and offer help. Slide. Customer-focused culture is H-E-L-P. H stands for hear the complaints of your citizen, of your customer. E, expand your vision to see the other side. L, let your citizen, your customer share in choosing solution. That is collaboration. P, perform the action you promise. Do not promise someone that the check will be ready in 3 days and 7 days is not ready. Rise up and hold the customer and make your interaction with the customer as memorable as possible, according to Adam to Public 2015. Exceptional customer service, what it entails. Let's ponder on this. In most underdeveloped or developing economies such as Nigeria, government is the largest employer of labor, public service, often with the lowest rate of productivity and the least rate of capital deployment and utilization. Be it human capital, physical capital, plants, machineries, equipment, and other government assets. At the end of every school year, every school leaver seeks placement in government establishments. When engaged, every employee of government is supposed to be a manager in his or her own right and capacity. The office administrator is the manager at his own level. The desk officer should be a manager on his desk. The treasury officer, a manager of the vault and treasury matters. The driver, the messenger, janitor, and the plant operator are all managers in their own capacities and rights. How we manage the resources of government assigned to our charge determines what is generated into or depleted from the covers of government. It is not only the president of the country or the governor of the state who has the responsibility of managing the resources of government, but also everyone who is vested with the responsibility of discharging one function or service or another. The viability and sustainability of government or public enterprise therefore resides with every citizen and government worker. This therefore brings us to the issue of exceptional customer service delivery, which is most needed to drive the Arise agenda of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa State, Pastor More PA or PhD. What is the meaning of excellent customer service delivery? Listen to me and listen to me attentively. It is the unconditional commitment to giving the highest level of product and services to every person who needs, regardless of the circumstances, irrespective of the customer status, and even if the customer is at fault. The meaning of exceptional customer service is the unconditional commitment, your unconditional commitment to giving the highest level of product and services to every person who needs it, regardless of the circumstance, irrespective of the customer status, and even if the customer is at fault. It is taking time and effort to understand your customer's needs and doing everything you can to create a positive, helpful experience. It is going the extra mile to make sure the customer is happy and satisfied with your product or services. This applies to every type of customer service, whether it is face-to-face, over the phone, via email, or chat. It is providing service to a customer in a timely, pleasant manner. It is building quality relationship with your customer. That level and quality of service that guarantees the customer's satisfaction is an excellent customer service. Let me quote from my favorite author, Peter Drucker. The single most important thing to realize about any enterprise is that there are no results inside its wall. The result of business is a satisfied customer. The result of a business is a satisfied customer. Let's take this outside of government establishments where there are no competitors in what we offer. I cited an example of a small business pharmacy possibility that you won't get there. And business thrives on patronage, repeat sales, and net profit. If you don't make profit, then you will not stay in business. If you don't treat your customers well, then you will not prosper. So take the example from that business world and bring it back to government establishments. The person who comes to you, you heard the keynote speaker speak about every action that you take, the action that you fail to take has consequences. Behind your file is a human person. Behind that pension is the life who depend on that pension. His family, his grandchildren, the children might have been grown, but if you do not act in a timely manner, then the consequences might be dire. Remember, tomorrow you might be a pensioner, and there is what is called karma. So it's true. So let's get started. Each of us serves customers, whether we realize it or not. Maybe you're on the front line of a company serving the people who buy your product. Perhaps you're an accountant serving the employees by producing the paychecks and keeping the company running. Or maybe you're a company owner serving your staff and your customers. Each of us serve a customer, or we may be a customer. Before we get started, we need to think about what is a customer, what customer service is all about. We need to think about whom in our organization provides customer service. The simple answer to that question is everyone. Everyone in your establishment, be it the governor, be it the deputy governor, be it the secretary of state, be it the head of service, you provide services. Because the head of service is a customer to the governor. The head of service is also a customer to the permanent secretary, and down the line. So we are going to look at module 2, and these are the questions I'm going to ask you. Regular day-to-day traditional customers are generally called what? Regular day-to-day traditional customers are generally called what? Internal customers, competitors, colleagues, or external customers. What's the answer? One who uses a service is what? I'm coming into your office, I'm a citizen, I want information about certificate of occupancy. What am I to you, the Dash is any action you take to ensure that a customer is pleased with the transaction on a long-term basis. Point of sale, customer service, customer retention, or business essential. What? Customer service. When is the best time to provide great customer service? Is it at the point of sale? Is it pre-sale? Is it after sale service? Or all of the above? A security guard in your office can affect external customer service. Is this true or false? Module 3, establishing your attitude. Customer service means different things to different people. To some it means going beyond what is expected of you. To others it means adding value and integrity to every interaction. To others it means taking care of the customers the way you would take care of your own grandmother. We might all define customer service a little different, but we can all agree to one thing. To provide great customer service, you need to put energy and enthusiasm into your interactions with customers. Great customer service begins with what? Great attitude. Great customer service begins with great attitude. Which is not a good way to keep energized. Which is out of these, which is not permissible, Is it good breakfast? To me, good breakfast is good. Plug into others or quick nap under the desk. You cannot sleep while on duty. That's the no-no. Being in a negative situation as a training session or learning experience is a great way to do what? Being negative situation as a training session or learning experience is a great way to be irritated, belittle a co-worker, skip work, or stay positive. Which one? The options are be irritated, belittle a co-worker, skip work, or stay positive. Which one? Stay positive. Talk to a customer in person. You get constant dash, both verbal and non-verbal. What? You get what? Constant feedback, aggravation, complaints, or crying. What is it? Okay. So it is vital to keep a sense of what? Whenever you deal with a customer. Dignity, courtesy, pride, or distance. A sense of courtesy. It is vital to keep a sense of dignity whenever you deal with a customer. A sense of courtesy, a sense of pride or distance. Which is the correct one? What do you say? Dignity or courtesy? Courtesy. No matter how urgent the work you are doing is, you have enough dash to speak to the customer. Enough what? Time. For many companies, dash and dash are something that is more responsible for dedicated department, which can only be contracted by telephone, post, or email. What is it? Customer service or someone else? It's customer service. For most companies, customer service is something that is the responsibility of a dedicated department, which can only be contacted by telephone, post, or email. Customer service is very important for repeat business. Being able to provide customer service in person is for what? Is it essential, unnecessary, not fun? For companies, what is it? It is essential to provide good customer service. And I'm really grateful that you've given me the time